Or you might, I guess they could put Dyrachio.
Sure, Mag does fine as well.
Yeah.
Dyrachio DK would. I mean, I guess if you think the Frost Dragon, no, he's gonna go.
No, it's the way. That's the way
BZM,
we thought it was.
It has to. I mean, Dyrachio, he played so much Magnus during Dream League. It's an ancient farming carry.
I have to say, I'm surprised we still get to see it today. I think the hero has, from what I've seen, won almost every game. And I think the Chinese teams haven't lost with it yet.
Yeah, Dyrachio, he was trying to take out Jin Q. Jin Q will fall first, but it might be at the cost of Dyrachio. The last right click from XXS is enough. So it is a trade, but First Blood goes the way of Tundra. Of course, Synderen, as always, jinxing that for Mr. Jin Q.
I did say the hero can't die. Let's say I jinx them if they end up losing after I said the Chinese teams are just 20.
Oh man, Soxa really wants this Lotus. It's not going to happen though, as Ame's going to just easily take him out with an avalanche.
So Tinker is 6-3. Which is a little bit more niche that you want to specifically target that with Photic Shield, but of course, you're starting to see a pattern when Abaddon as well as Tinker are... Oh, hang on. Good skewer, but
the hoof stomp is there from XXS.
Did he just drive them into the hero?
More double edges to come. He pops the Lotus. Another double edge should ensure it, and indeed it does.
Well, I was quick to say good skewer because I saw him hitting 2 heroes, but...
It looked cool.
He also killed his teammate, so not good skewer is my conclusion.
You would get reported if this was a pub game.
Do you think if he gets reported enough by his teammates that he gets muted on TeamSpeak here?
Oh, that's a good question.
Maybe the...
33. Oh, Undyne. That is quite the punch you're packing there, young man. Plus 118? Good lord.
I think if Soxa could... Oh, hang on. Maybe they get this set up on XXS. Skewer available. Dyrachio not going to use it yet.
He's all alone. No Stampede yet. This looks like a kill.
Be burnt to a crisp here by Soxa.
Not able to get to a neutral camp to deny.
I think if Soxa could play this lane again, he would skill Flame Break. Got the Locket and the Defense Matrix off just in time on the ET.
Such a strong hero.
Yeah, it's very, very
so weird seeing Tinker played this way as XXS. He's getting
another defensive RP
into the tier 1. But
and he's still gonna die.
And now the Avatos as Ame makes his way over. Undyne actually gets it with his Earth Splitter, but either way, a valuable kill for Xtreme. And yeah, the RPs have not led to anything good for Tundra. But speaking of which, BZM, he wants to continue the aggression. Gets the Dragon Tail onto Undyne. That's going to be a freebie as XXS brought back as well with the lasso. Blade Mail won't be enough. So they lose 2.
Nice
they stay a little
there.
bit too long.
It is going to cost them the mid tower, but if they get Ame here especially, this was well worth it.
Double TPs coming in, and one of which is Tinker as XM. Not going to go any further, has the Illusory Orb away.
Oh, and XM TPing actually is going to save their mid tower just barely on Tundra. They could deny it if they want. Mass Madness, Moonshard, BKB, Blink.
There you go. You heard it here first.
He's almost there.
And Tundra with a 4K lead. They seem to be in a pretty good position right now as XXS, he's going to get the initiation off. Earth Splitter is coming. Not going to hit, though, as the Ice Path Macropie from Whitemon on the low ground is enough to dissuade Xtreme from going any further. They will stampede away. XM's going to be A-OK. As the pursuit continues onto Undyne, and the lasso will ensure at least somebody dies here.
But even if you're ahead with a lineup that's even ahead by a meaningful amount like Tundra are, it might still expect that enough of the time they will mess up once or twice, and then the Radiant lineup will get too strong.
We're going to have the initiation this time from Soxa onto Ame. Meanwhile, the Elder Titan already dead to start this fight. As Ame completely surrounded by enemies, it's not happening for him. Double kill for BZM as the RP. Another solo one, but this time it's going to work out a little better for Dyrachio, I do believe. XXS leads to the triple kill onto BZM. And Tundra now cruising, 7K lead.
You definitely need an Aegis if you want to hit some high ground here. And even if you have that on, let's say, your Dragon Knight, and he goes and hits the tower, if he gets tossed back, he could just die twice.
Oh,
nice find.
The stun. XM is dead.
Can't stay alive forever in this game. He's done a good job at not dying, but...
But yeah, I guess Magnus would make the most sense. DK transformation hero, Abaddon. I mean, does have Radiance, but it's already tanky enough. He's going to pop his ult to try to chase XM. Soxa, he's going to get clipped by the Echo Stomp, taking tons of damage from Ame, but the Earth Splitter not going to hit onto Soxa. He gets the lasso off in time, but dies shortly after. It's still going to be the trade that Tundra will take. 33 now getting low. He needs teammates nearby, and guess what? BZM shows up, and XXS not going to be stunned that long, thanks to the defense matrix. And even the coil being used on the Abaddon, finally, 33 will fall. As BZM, is he actually all alone? Whitemon finally making his way over. There's the RP from Dyrachyo coming out of nowhere. Do they have the stun lock on the puck? They do. Second death for XM.
XM even dodged the RP with a fast phase shift, but it doesn't matter because his other spells are on cooldown, so he comes out immediately into an Ice Path, and then they chain it with Dragon Tail.
Bait and switch. Yeah, so smoke revealed, and now there's a counter smoke from Tundra. See if they can find a target. Roche now up, by the way. XM with his Defense Matrix already placed. Initiation onto Abaddon. He's already going to pop the ult, though. Dyrachyo pops the BKB along with BZM, gets off the RP. It's only onto the Tinker. They do clean him up very easily, and Ame, despite having BKB, is just melting here. Double kill from BZM, and just like that, the fight's over. Xtreme have to back away. XM shows himself for some reason. Trying to maybe bait something out of this. He's going to dodge. That is quite the Echo Stomp. Unfortunately for Xtreme, they've already run out of steam, so no follow-up whatsoever.
Just giving a little bit of extra over to Tundra here now. Hex completed on the Mag. Have the Orchid on the DK. Is he close to Thorn? Pretty close now.
Abaddon with the Aegis.
XM.
Very interesting.
Oh, they found the Hex. Beautiful.
Oh, boy. That is just adding insult to injury. He does have buyback, but if you have to use it, then...
I mean, at this point, maybe, but it was definitely not plan A to be in that position. But now that you're here, I don't know, can he really trust that he's not going to get jumped by either Bat or DK? I think you kind of have to cover your bases.
Instantly hexed. Nullifier applied to him as well. He's going to be able to get the hoof stomp at 33. Borrow time activated. Soxa gets the lasso onto the Tinker. That's going to be an easy kill for BZM. They take out XXS as well. And Ame, all he can do is run away in shame as his second set of racks will be destroyed.
XM saving buyback for next game.
Oh, they never got the top melee. It was just the range, apparently. Yep. Harpoon into the skewer. Ame, he does get off the BKB, doing a decent amount of damage. 33 doesn't have ult, so he might have to use that Aegis. As a big ET ult. Just not enough at this stage. You're just too far behind. But you can kind of see the idea of this lineup. If all those stars align when the net worth is at least, like, let's say even half of this.
Despite this game absolutely not going Xtreme's way, like you said, you can definitely see what they were going for, but Tundra just very well prepared and played the game. I love all of their itemization. I love the way they approached this, knowing that, okay, if Xtreme Gaming team fights have to go in a specific fashion, we will do whatever to prevent the setup from happening. And they just... In this 35-minute game, I don't think I ever saw Tiny hit a hero in coil almost. Like, that is the level to which Tundra just ran the show.
I mean, if you brought it up. It felt like the first 15 minutes there wasn't a puck, right?
Tundra just had such a good mix of damage between all of their heroes that as long as they had a net worth lead, there was no sort of itemization or any way that Xtreme could deal with it. They just needed to come out of the lanes a little bit stronger. I mean, Undyne was a Giga Chat, I gotta say. He was owning early on in the game.
Venomancer. Anyway, moving. We'll unpack that later. Okay. But last time you throw him in the box, does that increase your move speed? Because I think I saw someone walk out of the time zone really quickly on the box.
Yeah, I think so.
Which could be a counter to...
By the way, this is an XM mid Venomancer.
Yeah, and this is a carry void versus a Doom, which is...
That's why they picked the Veno. This is Xtreme's best pick to get farmed without laning against a hero.
I wonder how many creeps he's missing in terms of XP and farm in the mid lane as he goes in the
this
jungle.
Is awkward.
Yeah, that is a lot of slow. BZM, is he just dead here? Gets off the, or picks up the water rune, but
he might just.
He's still slow to a crawl. Gets off a shadow wave, but he's gonna tick down. Wow. XM getting a solo kill. That is huge for Xtreme.
He had all the time in the
dies
world.
Though, and it all equalizes apparently.
He had all the time in the world to TP to his mid tower.
Yeah, that's true.
He could have done that right away if he thought he was going to die. He just felt like he wasn't going to be chased down there.
Undyne looks like he's going to drop as well. Both members of Tundra very low. 33 is just going to TP out.
Yeah. the hero that goes mid and leeches XP, you need to be able to justify it to whoever you leave alone. So if AA were to go mid and get a little extra XP, then you have XXS playing against DK Ringmaster alone.
All right, well, Jakiro finally makes his way over. BZM's already at half health as XM is going to be spotted by Sox, who gets off the swarm. And then play carrier is placed onto BZM. He does not have Grave. He is super dead. And it's going to spread to a couple more members, but there's a trade, and it's a big one. 1 for 2. So Tundra, I mean, that's the thing. BZM doesn't get any of the XP.
And just having that flexibility is very nice. Big damage onto mid tower from BZM with the siege wave. He's even going to glyph this.
Soxa from behind as well. Meanwhile, Doraccio is taking tons of magic damage. He gets cleaned up easily. Soxa is finally going to show himself. As XM has to be careful. He's going to get whipped by Whitemon.
Yeah, I would have expected green here as well, especially considering they're playing with the Swarm and with Dazzle Weed.
Yeah, they have a lot of minus armor potential.
It seems like a great green game.
Soxa, he's skewered up. Undying coming from the sideline. The whip is there. Soxa, ooh, he's going to get saved by Whitemon for the time being. He's going to use the Shikuchi as well as Doraccio. He's going to be the recipient of the Veno ult, but XXS, he ticks out. As you can see, the new ult from Dazzle doing work here. And Doraccio, so much damage over time, he's going to die as well. Double kill for XM. Undying, he gets off the ice path just in time, but looks like he'll drop it. Another trade coming about. BZM still living. This is the 1v1 battle we've been waiting for. And it looks like BZM will come out on top, at least initially, but will he tick away? No.
It's one of those things where the other two abilities scale so incredibly well, but just a 1 value point in Grave when you have your ult, at least. It heals a lot. Just, I don't know, I would have liked to see 4-1-2, maybe, but...
First Doom of the game, on to Ame. 33 took a beating, but now he's going to try to chase this out. Ame
don't have any earn charges, so he might just live.
Is fine, it looks like. Gonna try to turn things around. Has the Chronosphere. Do they have the follow-up damage? Right clicks from Undyne might just be enough. 33 gets off the Infernal Blade, but 33 ends up dropping as Whitemon comes in with a big whip onto 2. Looks like Ame will be the trade.
That's the wheel.
1 for 1 as the Wheel of Wonder. Gaze upon it at your peril. Undyne dead.
What do you think the KDA of Ringmaster is right now?
Hold that thought, because 33's dead.
No, that's correct. TP into his immediate death.
How many games have been played?
No, I mean in this game. What's his KDA?
Oh, his KDA.
Because you can see where the real one is, because you can see the line that he draws with the ult. And, well, if he wants to dodge that, he has to...
Ooh.
Oh, can you even... Yeah, you can end Nothal Projection early and move, but that feels really bad.
Doraccio dodging spells left and right. He has absolutely no mana, though, and no reinforcements either, so just a matter of time for XG to take him out in tow. XM getting credit for that one.
That will be the vessel for XM. Big item here.
Impalement Arts hits Jin Q right in the ass cheeks, and now the Wheel of Wonder to stop the TP. Down goes the Crystal Ice Guy. It's not reliable in terms of using it in a fight or something.
It's hard to get it off when you want to use it.
Just traversing from one place to another is great. It's
for travel, sure.
Bot lane, Undyne in the area as well, as the AA Blast is not gonna hit.
Yes.
But the bash is there, and that should set up the ice path.
That'll do.
And Ame will get credit for that one. And speaking of Ame, haven't really seen the carry Void since we've been casting so much god-awful off-lane Void. God, I'm so sick of it, actually. Looks too much like Maelstrom still.
It's one of my favorite changes of this patch is the
really
redesign of certain items. I think it was very clever.
Soxa is spotted. Do they have the lockdown?
They need to hit it.
Skewer into Ice Path, and the dust reveals.
Very nice
easy kill, but you can see the Dazzle already popping his ult with 33, not too far behind. Gets off the Doom. It is on to the mid Venomancer. Undying TP's out, lives as a result, as Whitemon was clipped by the Ice Blast, but he will box himself. As Ame, okay, we have a Chronosphere, but the WoW is right next to him, so he has to back away. Skewer from XXS. They take out Ringmaster. Interesting death animation. Is the RP now onto the Dazzle, but BZM and company will be able to turn this around, it seems, as XXS has bit off too much to chew.
Yeah, they did not have any follow-up to that RP at all. Ice Blast on cooldown, Jakiro not there. Faceless Void did his 200 damage that he can do currently in this stage
16,
of the game.
I didn't even realize. It's a minute past the Tormentor timing.
Oh.
Jin Q, he's going to be spotted. He's out of mana, so he's just dead. Dyrachyo will take it. Are they healthy enough to take this out? They have the Swarm at their disposal.
Dazzle is good for this. Well, it could very much be the right side of the map if they manage to collapse here onto Ame, because Soxa knows Ame wants to go in farm. He's actually just going to block the camp.
Dyrachyo's coming.
Just being
Okay,
annoying.
they spot him. Time dilation.
Bait out a TP. They're not going to guess he ran south here either.
Soxa spotted.
It'll show them
again.
He's being
And
super
Ice Path
annoying.
misses, but they're going to use Chrono to kill him. All right.
Had enough of him.
That's a big spell down.
It is.
And Tundra seemed to be in good spirits after that, as 33 jumps in, gets the hoof stomp off, along with the Doom onto the Magnus. The Undying ult comes out.
What an insane impalement art from
As
Whitemon.
Dyrachyo just slaps him away.
That was such a good
And
snipe.
eventually the Magnus will fall as well, as XXX actually drops. As Dazzle ends up ticking out as well, but a Dragon Tail from Dyrachyo into the 33 stun as well. Void is dead. Ame, big kill for Tundra, as Jin Q getting right-clicked up close and personal to the Dragon, as everybody is dying.
Yeah.
9 out of the 10 heroes died in this fight, if you want to count Sox at the beginning.
And RP was unused, and the Chrono was killing just the Weaver.
Yeah.
So, okay. I don't know this. I'm just wondering, Ice Blast has a starting radius. Hang on, we'll wait with that. Soxa.
He's spotted. There's the Horn Toss onto the Ringmaster. He boxes himself, though. Escape art, indeed. He puts the World of Warcraft down along with the Chronosphere from Ame. Do they have the damage, though? These are some tanky-ass targets. Dyrachyo is going to get great from afar after the Dazzle ult is placed. RP on the solo Doom, 33. Getting quite low. Gets off the stomp, but dies shortly after. AA Blast. It does clip the DK, and he will tick away as a result. 4 dead for Tundra. Aegis was consumed on the extreme side, which doesn't have the same ring to it. I have to say, that sounds awful. We're going to have to think of a new one for that. 4 smoked here on Tundra's side.
It's Torment time, Chin. That's still good enough.
I guess.
It's Torment time.
Jin Q.
It's 2-team Torment time.
They spot Soxa there. He's going to get skewered back after the Horn Toss. Yule's up. Has the time lapse, of course, as the Wheel of Wonder is placed, and Venomancer again tanking it all. He's going to die immediately.
Yeah. Is this enough to torment up, though? I don't think it is.
Nice
They
blast.
did take some serious damage. They can obviously heal this off with Dazzle as soon as the blast ends. Maybe it is enough. We'll see.
We will indeed. Drums are popped. XXS, he wants more. Again, Soxa is the recipient of this. Do they have the damage? There's the Dazzle Grave, keeping him alive. The RP only onto 1 and out in a defensive measure as Dyrachyo is just right-clicking to his heart's content. Chronosphere onto 2, but a nice save coming out from the Ringmaster as well. Will it matter, though? 33 finally gets off the ult, and that is on the Faceless Void. Somewhere, Fear is smiling as Dazzle will claim the kill. Ame dead, and that should be Torment time for Tundra. Oh, it sends it out in all directions.
You are the center of it, and it just
okay.
spreads out in a small radius.
Maybe he needs to go for something to proc that Lincoln once he sees it.
It is actually kind of similar to Hoof Stomp, right? Think about it.
Okay, we have the bring back onto Dyrachyo, but they don't have the lockdown. Now they do. Double Chronosphere. Ringmaster is first. BKB already ended. As 33 is going to jump in, tries to get out the Doom. It's actually reflected now, so they both have to deal with it. Down goes Ame. Nice grave to save the Dragon Knight for a little bit longer, but eventually Dyrachyo does fall, so 2 for 1. And Soxa having a right-click battle with the Magnus. XXS is going to get scared away by BZM.
But have you noticed his dust of appearance?
I have.
Here come the smokes. Big
Double
moment.
smoke,
XXS.
Flash 33. He misses the
caught.
congregations of the deep. Hits nothing.
They blinked across each other.
Oh
but
my
here
goodness,
comes
this is an aggressive play. Chronosphere onto DK. Dyrachyo, he gets saved.
He's dead.
And he's dead. Dyrachyo does it again as XXS. He does not use his RP, but the A blast does connect onto the Dazzle.
He'll get out with Glimmer.
Impalement Arts again being thrown.
That was just... Okay, when Doom has to disengage from being caught, you call that play off. That was
stun
insane.
lock. He does have time lapse. He will use it.
Okay.
Shikuchi in 2.
He might actually live here.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Wow. What? These fights are so weird.
So...
33, he's not done. He wants to go and he pops the Shivas. And there's the Wheel of Wonder. It does connect onto the Magnets. This should be a freebie for Tundra as a result. RP was used just before his death. Not really doing too much. Nice save.
Spotlight.
Now, Ame, Spotlight was finally used. Thank you, Cinder. And Ame with the BKB pounding upon 33. Has to time walk away, though. Whitemon and 33 getting really low, ticking away, but BZM in the back line keeping 33 safe. Whitemon will not be this recipient. He's going to use Funhouse Mirror, will not trick them. As it Concussion is used. He's actually going to be able to TP out. No, the Gleipnir at the right moment.
Close call.
It's going to lead to his death eventually.
For so long. Yeah, these fights are scrappy, man. It's really about who gets the jump and who has information.
We have DK Ags now, so Black Dragon at the disposal.
The Swarm is going to help them, but also get vision.
Impalement Arts, careful, that's a dart. Sox is going to show himself, he's going to get Sheep. Gleipnir as well. I think he's fine though. As Roshan belches to the glee of everyone. Nothal projection. He's going to get the Poison Touch Sheep. But that's going to end relatively soon, so another ult down. As Ice Path is going to connect. Going to keep the Weaver in place, but you can see XM getting focused by the DK, who's just going to get solo chronoed. A Blast is coming, but the escape art hits him. He's going to be saved for the time being. Spotlight on top. He gets Grave, though. Will he be able to get out on time? Black Dragon, so he can get anywhere he wants. The RP finally comes out, and Dyrachyo dies as a result. 33 Tendrils on the deep have been activated. Wheel of Wonder as well. Just throwing out random names at this point. 33 going to get jumped in by Ame. That's a buyback onto the Jakiro. Grave again into the escape art. 33 is going to be fine. They have so much kiting potential on the side of Tundra. But now they're slow to a crawl as Jin Q. Gleipnir onto 2. Whitemon burning away as Ame takes out Soxa on the back line.
Soxa takes out XX.
Roshan is just watching throughout all of this. And A-Blast coming to get 33, jumping in. He wants to get the road. He snatches the Aegis. Very nicely done. Aegis consumed, though. This will likely lead to his death, but well worth it. Nothal projection, though, he's going to be able to keep alive. Doom is applied to Ame. Has to be super careful now. Looks like he might just drop in the pit. No way to heal at all. And 33 and Soxa on the chase. Jin Q, TP canceled via the Yules. Undying will drop on the high ground as well. And Jin Q, left to his own devices, will be killed off. Tundra snatch the Aegis and somehow win this fight. Crazy.
Incredible.
Wow.
We're going to say Ags on Whitemon. 2 Impalement. Fuck, I'll get it right eventually. Escape Ags.
Oh boy, 33 gets off the Doom. That is a dead Venno. No way to deal with that. Does have buyback though. 2
charges on the box is no joke though.
Yeah.
To save against Void.
Oh, XXS, he gets 33 put onto the high ground. Ame doesn't really get the bashes that he wants. Going to force out the RP. A blast to follow, but there is escape act number 1. And actually does damage on the way out. Chrono is set up pretty nicely. Wheel of Wonder is going to be completely ignored. Nice Grave to save the Doom, but it feels like it's only a matter of time before he drops. Spotlight is very flashy. Doesn't do a whole lot, though. Buyback from the Venomancer. They've lost 2 on the side of Tundra.
Dyrachyo needs to get the hell out of here. He has TP. He's dead.
Yeah, well, he's going to have to save that for another day. Easy pickoff.
And they will get more than just this. This is 90 seconds. Sure, there's no Roshan. There is no Tormentor, but plenty of towers to claim. You can even threaten high ground here if you want. What else heals you during Ice Blast?
Lifestealer ult.
Does it?
Oh, maybe not during, but you can wait it out. It's Ame. Okay,
yeah, a lot of
there's 2 buybacks here. The Hex onto Ame. XXS gets the Skewer, and that's a dead Ringmaster.
No buy.
They don't want to use buybacks on these cores right now because they're so close to spawning.
But don't worry, Dazzle's got it covered.
That's true. He can defend. Oh my God!
What?
What is this? Undying trying to TP out in shame. They lose Jin Q. The Jakiro barely lives, but that is a solo defense by
what
PGL.
happened?
That was a lot of damage somehow.
He did 12K? Do what?
I don't know. Congregations of the Deep into a Doom, and that is essentially a dieback onto XM. As
You got a
XXS
replay on that?
chased.
What in the world?
I mean, he has Ags, right? So the Shadow Wave will apply an auto attack.
Oh yeah, then never mind. Then it's fine.
Oh, another Congregations of the Deep. XXS is dead. Dyrachyo already in the base. They have a buyback onto the Magnus. They do have to be careful about this if you're looking out for Tundra right now. As they're going to go for the second lane of Rax now. Poking away at it, but there's the Macropyre, Aghanim Scepter, and with these heroes coming back soon, maybe they get this second set. They will, surely.
Yeah. No.
Okay, XXS, he gets off the skewer into the RP. It's just on a single Dragon Knight. He's dead. Does have buyback. There's the Chronosphere. It clips Soxa. AA Blast is coming, but the Escape Arts is used. Dodges everything perfectly. There's the Grave on top of another Escape Art. This guy's just being covered in boxes constantly. World of Warcraft used again. Not going to hit any, not going to be applied to anybody because it's so old. They need to get Classic back in the fray. Syndra can catch up on that because he plays it all the time. Melee Rax is available still for the taking. Spotlight used again as a die. Watching them die to Dazzle like this is so sad.
That's a check in PC moment. All right. Oh,
Yeah, seriously.
oh, Soxa died. Okay. Well, he was out scouting.
Yeah, creating
and he
space.
will lose his gem.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Ice Blast.
Oh, it
did clip.
Too. Roshan's really low.
Aurora.
The BKB used on 33. He's going to jump in on Ame. He's going to time out to the high ground, but he's already doomed. Can he wait it out? Wheel of Wonder.
What?
This time onto XXS. He gets 4-step to the high ground. He's going to be fine. Spotlight, again, not that useful. XXS with the Shockwave, now 33. Slowed to a crawl, and now he's on top of Jakiro Ag's ult. Escape Art's used. Ame with the Chronosphere, not really finding the exact target he was looking for. Pops the Refresher. Whitemon now on the run, as meanwhile Dyrachyo was taking out Roche, gets the Aegis, as the Escape Arts continue to be used in very annoying fashion to try to dodge here. Ame has to be really careful. He built the BKB. Time walks to the other side, gets a lot of HP back as a result. Dyrachyo now stuck in a very precarious spot, but he's going to get shallow graved again, and finally Ame does drop. Has his buyback and the Chronosphere at its ready as well. XXS. On the southern side of your screen is Jin Q, taking damage from Soxa, who bought back in this. Finds one. Dyrachyo still is useless melee form as a Chronosphere from Ame, only finding Soxa, but they'll take anything they can get. That's a dieback onto him. Now skewer up onto the DK. No RP needed. XXS saving it for another time. Dyrachyo getting graved as the Novel projection still going because he was just standing in the river all by himself. Dyrachyo eventually will fall surely as the AA Blast comes out.
Okay, they found him. It's
finally
go
found
time.
Dazzle into the RP. XXS, the whip actually cancels the skewer into the first save from Whitemon. He has a second to work with. Another Wheel of Wonder apparently available at his disposal as XXS with a beautiful skewer, and they kill everybody. It does cost them some buybacks. But
Finally,
my God.
Finally, they find the rat bastard in the back line. A lot of traveling ahead.
All right, Roche, soonish. Soon TM. Might have an engagement here,
Dyrachyo
though.
is missing an item right now. His inventory is...
Ooh, horn toss onto absolutely nothing.
lacking.
XXS, Lincoln's is popped. He's going to be Yule's. Wheel of Wonder. He actually does get the great placement.
Oh, that's a good
Chrono
Chrono.
onto two heroes. Focused down onto Soxa, but the double escape back, mitigating everything. So first Chrono ends up being completely useless. Soxa was clipped by the AL, has to walk away. 33 has the Aghanim Scepter. Actually, no, that was reflected back onto him. He has to walk away now. Will pop the Refresher.
The defensive Doom, a classic. Refresh Doom on yourself to run away. Wow.
Yeah, because it can backtrack some of that.
100 attack speed, you're just bashing all the
Roche at
time.
half health. Soxa is going to be back up now. There's the Belch. The Novel projection in the pit. AA Blast is coming. They want to go for the Dazzle.
Good reaction.
They want to go for the actual back of the Dazzle. AoE Doom is placed. Chronosphere on the 3. Ice Blast to follow. Spotlight. I keep talking about it. It's not doing that much, but the Dazzle drops first. And the DK to follow. Doom as well. Xtreme Gaming. Huge fight for him so far. First buyback onto the DKs. 2 still available for Tundra, though. Into the Roche pit. Xtreme goes. And Novel projection pretty damn good at countering the Roche banner, I have to say. 40 seconds for 33. And there's the damage coming out again from BZM. Pretty absurd, but they'll brush it off this time. It's a fireball is placed to try to mitigate this as XXS gets the horn toss onto Duracho. He's already at half HP. The Wheel of Wonder. Finally, the save comes out from BZM with a huge Chrono Spear onto 3. Down goes Duracho. No buyback in this game. BZM decimated as well. That's a dieback onto Whitemon, and that might do it for game number 2. An absolute barn burner. The 2 buybacks from Tundra, but that's all they have left in the tank.
Now watch Dazzle defend this somehow. Here it comes. Book of the Dead.
Oh boy. Dazzle's so strong. Imagine if you had a Daedalus here.
Yep.
There. Oh, they get the horn toss from the base. XXS looking for the RP. Will use it as 33 with the AoE Doom, trying his best to fight this out, but it's not to be. Another team wipe, and Xtreme Gaming will take us to a game number 3.
What a sick game. I don't even know.
That was fun.
There was some OS Frog versus OS Frog the way we love it.
Oh, it's great.
Oh,
I would have it no other way.
Crazy combos. And yeah, now the question is, going the stretch in a series like this, who's going to have the better reset for game number 3? Because there's definitely stuff to learn here for both teams.
I think escape art is a little bit like weird of a spell when you see it, because you see the guy go in the box and you think like, oh, he's completely immune. But in reality, it's kind of like Stark ulti, where the HP bar just gets disabled, but anything that's ground targeted or any debuff that's still on them will continue to do damage. It just does reduced magic damage. It's terrible.
Yeah,
but is it better than a mid Veno? That's the real.
I don't know.
A jungle Veno mid.
I mean, it did some work last game. I don't know, but then again, that would have been so much different if he didn't get the kill. So
this is a game where Tundra will want the trajectory of game 1, not the trajectory of game 2, even if they would have won. I think if the game reaches that stage and that pace, I really think Xtreme Gaming just flat out have
Whitemon, he's mega dead. Jin Q with the first blood.
You don't, even with 2 bracers, I think you cannot outlast the constant harassment of Astro.
Blood grenade hitting both targets. Ame, is he just going to tick out here? It's going to be close. You just tank the tower with that robotic shield, but it runs out, and 33 now going to get turned around on. Oh boy. And
no way if Soxa also dies here.
Time dilation.
Okay, he'll get him.
He will fall.
It's a trade.
Soxa will likely be traded out.
It's a trade. Soxa for
neutrals.
Oh, he's fine.
Oh, he's going to salve. Okay.
So
what an innate that is.
Yeah.
Oh boy. As Undyne, he's taking pressure as Soxa at 33 want to dive him. Time dilation applied only to the silencer. He will eventually die to...
Ame kills him.
Ame kills him, essentially. But Soxa...
Oh, Soxa got tower aggro.
Yep, and he's going to pay the ultimate price, 33, in a lot of trouble.
Wait,
doesn't have a shield for 2 seconds. It's going to be close. Ame, one move! Just gets it off in time.
He might run down anyway. He will.
Okay.
Wow.
He's the vision, and that's a double kill early on for a PA.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Against the pitiful damage of the Void, once again, when Time Dilate runs out, don't really offer very much. Except a couple of right clicks if you're lucky, get a bash. And PA will now crack level 6. Abaddon just cracking 5.
Sanities. And that is the death of Soxa. Time dilate that.
Yeah, he had 264 mana and XM had about 1400. So.
Oh, Undyne. Whitemon makes his rotation over.
Successful.
Enough damage, but 33 dies to Ame. It's going to be a trade as Duracho will TP in.
That's well worth it for him, for sure, for Duracho, that is.
Because it lasts forever. It's so long. That's what she said. 33 has to be careful. Has not skilled his ultimate yet. See if he has the fingers for it. We've seen this go awry before. He'll pop it. As a TP from BZM. Trying to bait them in. 33. Getting a bit low as there's the Dragon Tail from BZM onto Jin-Q, but Undyne coming up from the top as the RP is expended this time. He's learned his lesson. 33 tumbles.
Become a force to be reckoned with in this game when he loses his lane and he's playing against this enormous amounts of damage. Undyne going to get cooked here by Whitemon. Might be enough.
Yeah, but he has rotation from other members of his team, so it'll be a trade of sorts, but BZM coming in with that Dragon form. Ame still time dilated.
He doesn't quite have the mana for time zone. No, he does, but he's far.
He'll get it now. And no Phantom Strike for you. So a big kill onto Ame will come for Tundra.
And BZM getting that is the perfect outcome, I think. They really, really need some gold on this guy. Yeah, they would love to find an opening here. They have their global at the ready, so any sort of skewer play could just lead to a big kill. BZM showing himself.
Oh,
if he gets banished here.
There it is. Ice Path is placed, but XXS, he goes over it. Instead, the skewer with the global silence now leads to the kill onto BZM.
Damage.
Soxa still silenced, will finally get the time zone off. He's just ticking away from this arcane curse. DOTA2 finally makes his way over with an Avatos. Not quite enough for a kill yet as XXS will fake out the RP. They do get the 2 supports on the Xtreme Gaming side. As 33, no ult available anymore. As Ame, he goes in really deep. He's dying to the Blade Mail. RP a little bit too late to save the PA, but he gets it up to 2. Into the skewer as well. And I think this is where XG just cleans up. DOTA2, last remaining member of Tundra, gets off a nice avalanche.
Oh, they're
good. Okay, that was a little overhyped there.
God, I just want him to walk. He was almost walking through all 3 of them. Close. That's why it would have been so funny. Because when you're that tanky and you see the game state and what damage Tundra have, I think if you want to kill XM, more than half the damage needs to come from Tiny.
No, Ice Path a little off the mark. Jin Q, he's actually going to get the ward trap. He dies for it. Oh, okay, into the Ice Path XXS goes, but the skewer onto Tiny is what they had in mind.
Uh-oh.
And
Soxa
that turned around real fast in favor of Xtreme. Soxa gonna have to use time zone in retreat, but he gets astraled. There's the macro pyre. Ice Path not gonna do too much, but he goes to the south on the other side of the trees. Ame will greet him, and this will be an eventual kill for Xtreme again. So 2 for 1. Age is still intact.
Your carry has to pop off for the strategy to work here.
Yeah.
So I think even if DOTA2 trades for the PA, if you trade 1 for 1 in kills, I don't even know if that's good right now. I think you really need just clear wins.
Yeah, BZM gonna help out 33, who pops his ult a little bit prematurely. Amen's gonna focus on the Dragon Knight and crits him to death. As Jin Q living thanks to foul play. That's a double for Ame. My goodness.
Tundra seem a little bit desperate in their playmaking choices right now. Oh my God!
He's not done yet. Triple kill for Ame. There's a random dragon trying to hide with the creeps.
With the help of XM. Oh, if DOTA2 hits this wave.
Now he's going to show. DOTA2 just standing there. Okay, he will show now.
It's a trap.
Ava, no toss. Hurricane Pike in time. BZM trying to close the gap. Does not get the Dragon Tail off, though. As the Astral is there, and Ame still in the vicinity. There's the global silence. BZM is just cleaned up easily by XM. That pure damage just rips him a new one.
Oh, wait, did he survive because of Raindrop against the Mist Coil? He did. So at least they would have got that trade, but not even getting that.
And live, 33.
Yeah, gonna pop his ult again here.
Ult, but he's gonna be shackled.
Oh, he almost got overkilled. That was really, really close from Ame.
I think he's still dead. Although, from the south, you can see the Tiny coming in. Oh, XXS looking for a connection, just completely whiffed, so they'll have to settle for Soxa as DOTA2 in the middle of nowhere. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That is not what you want to see if you're a Tundra fan. He is going to get destroyed.
Oh, they
are just dropping like flies.
He has been playing great this series. His Ringmaster last game was also outstanding, despite losing.
Oh, BZM.
Oh, no.
Oh, BZM.
Yep, well.
That is death number
4. The map feels small when...
It was worse than that.
No global, no RP, no
Can
BKB mag.
Xtreme win a fight without those 2 ults? Well,
I think they're still favored, but you've got to try here.
Soxa runs into XM. There's the time dilation. And the Hex comes out onto the Abaddon. Finally, 33 pops the ult, but a nice ultimate onto 2 cores for Xtreme. Ame is dead. XM's Ags does proc. There's the toss-up. He's actually all alone. A huge sanity eclipse, but he might fall anyway. 2 big kills for Tundra. All they lose is Soxa. And the rest of Xtreme now gonna back away.
That is
huge
super big. They also recover, or rather they steal the gem. You're right. It's the strike they don't get. They get the damage.
Yeah, so you're gonna need a break this game.
Yes.
And they find XM. The global science is there. XXS with a huge RP onto 3 heroes. Wombo combo potential. Sanity's Eclipse is there. Somehow nobody is dead yet. BZM pops the dragon form. He's actually going to walk away with the Aegis still intact somehow. Okay. Dyrachyo will die to the last right click from XM, so it's 2 supports with Dyrachyo falling. As the moment you say X, like half the team is like turning their heads.
Fight's already over. There's a reason this team doesn't pick Kunkka. It's really confusing when they need to get X mark. Dragon Knight.
Global silence, okay, into the RP.
Oh, they're not giving him a chance to move. That's
a bit of overkill, but still valuable kill. 80
he's proper
seconds.
Dead.
Yeah, no buyback for BZM. And TP's in mass to the bot lane. Dyrachyo with the Shadow Blade will get out, though. That's 3 members isolated here.
Okay.
Yeah, time zone.
He is
Hurricane Pike, and that is a...
Oh, good smoke.
Okay, that is a very, very clutch smoke. Dragon Tail now onto OD. Ami coming in with the big fan of knives. He's going to try to chase down one member as the Sandy's Eclipse deletes Soxa. As Dyrachyo super low. Does he actually want to fight through this? BZM is just going to get bashed up, and Ame he's actually going to get away from them for now, but that's already the Abby dead. BZM blinks to base.
Did he one-shot Void with OD?
Sure. Whitemon, he is slow to a crawl. His teammates are not able to help, and OD secures yet another kill, and they're just going to go for Throne. Never mind. They're going to go for mid. Well, power move is the silencer Ags before Refresher, by the way.
It's a pretty nice Ags.
I'm not saying it's not good.
Ame
into the base. Okay, they're going to get the Horn Toss onto the Abby. RP onto 2 inside the time zone as Sanity Eclipse again deletes Sox. He buys back into the game. And there's the global silence again. XXS with the RP. They're going to try to focus down the Tiny. Dyrachyo super low. Will go down to the last right click as XM will continue his rampage here. Double kill for him as GGs are called. Soxa dies one more time for the road as Xtreme Gaming take this 2-1.
Damn, I loved their draft this game and the way they played. This was stellar stuff from Xtreme, and yeah, Tundra seemed a little bit shook after the second game. They could not really string much together in this one. The lanes didn't go too well, and then the core-to-core matchups and the overall pressure that Xtreme were able to put in that mid game with their big spells just